This is The Good Government Show.
I love my job. I think it's the most interesting, rewarding job in the world. I really value listening to people and understanding their perspective. Property taxes are a vital resource to local government, so don't be fooled. The services that you pay for today might be gone tomorrow. I was raised with the mantra of service and giving back. And if you see a problem, go to your elected officials or who's responsible and ask them and let them know about it. They shouldn't let the whole barrel of apples get thrown out for one bad one. And what you're hearing in the sound bites isn't the whole picture. Democracy's fragile. It takes hard work and it takes interaction.
For over 26 years, Joy Cooper has been the mayor of Hallandale Beach, Florida. She says she meets and talks with everyone. Want proof? Listen closely. She's about to give you her number. Welcome to The Good Government Show. I'm Dave Martin. First, help us share the message of good government by liking us and sharing us where we are on social media. Make sure to review us and send our show everywhere. We all need to talk more about good government. My conversation with Mayor Cooper focused on two areas, infrastructure and listening. She said last year was the year of the shovel. She says this year's city's mantra is dig, baby, dig. You'll hear her talk about projects and how a city in South Florida deals with climate change and the weather. Hint, it's complicated. And we talk taxes. She says good communication, explaining what taxes are about, that helps citizens understand what they're getting for their tax dollar. Well, she hopes so anyway, but that's part of the conversation. When she talks about infrastructure, she had a real simple explanation. She said she's just doing what mayors can do. So coming up, Mayor Joy Cooper of Hallandale Beach, Florida, on doing what a mayor does. We have a new partner here on The Good Government Show, HelloNation. This is a new digital magazine that showcases the best of cities across the nation. We'd all prefer if good news traveled faster. At HelloNation, positive stories don't just get told, they get amplified. HelloNation helps businesses, leaders, and communities share positive stories that matter, building trust, credibility, and meaningful connection. Through professionally produced podcasts, digital features, and targeted distribution, HelloNation positions you as the answer regular folks are looking for, while expanding and scaling your digital footprint across the platforms that people trust. Good news deserves momentum. Your city or your business can help spread the word of good news across the nation. At HelloNation, they don't just have advertisers, they have advertisers. Editorial content from trusted community leaders and cities that are helping spread the good news. Let HelloNation lift you up and lead the conversation. Visit HelloNation.com to learn more. Once you wrap up this episode of The Good Government Show, give a listen to our friends over at Good News for Lefties. This daily podcast highlights news stories that show there's more good news out there. Other people in government are really trying to do the right thing. That's Good News for Lefties. Listen where you're listening now. Welcome to The Good Government Show. I'm happy to have with me Mayor Joy Cooper of Hallandale Beach, Florida. One of my favorite spots, being an old Miami resident. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's great to be with you this afternoon or today.
It's great to be with you
always.
today. Good.
Right,
always,
today.
always. So I haven't been to Hallandale Beach in a while. I used to spend a lot of time there. What's going on in Hallandale Beach?
Wow, a lot is going on in Hallandale Beach. Actually, we're still really the home mecca of two casinos.
Okay.
We still have Gulfstream Park, and we actually have now what is called the Big Easy, formerly Hollywood Greyhound Track. So all the casinos are kind of
Lots to do in
moving
Hallandale.
in that direction. Tourism is there still, and as a city, we're really just focused now on infrastructure, roadways, our public realm. What I like to say, what mayors can control in their city.
And you've been mayor for how long now?
24 years I've been mayor. I've been elected to office for 26.
26 years as mayor, elected as mayor.
Yeah.
You've, I'm sure, had many ups and many downs over 26 years. How's it going?
Great. I love my job. I think it's the most interesting, rewarding job in the world. I love helping people. I love getting results. And that's what mayors do. and we see our results.
And how do you balance the good with the bad over 26 years?
Wake up every day with a smile on my face. No, I actually have a motto that I keep on my desk, and it's like, we see things as we are, not as they are. So I really value listening to people and understanding their perspective, because their view is their view and it's right by them. And if they need to know more facts, I like to share them in an open communication.
You talked a little bit about, before we turned on the microphones, about a program I think you said was Safe Neighborhoods. Can you explain that and tell me what that's about?
Safe neighborhoods are special districts that we were allowed to establish by Florida state law. And what it is an area can establish within their boundaries a district that is solely focused on safety. For example, they have guard arms. You can go in and out. Now, streets are public, so we cannot deny access, but we can put a layer of security, cameras, license plate readers, guard arms to slow down traffic and say hi, So it's a deterrent, increased lighting, that type of thing. And it's a special taxing district that actually goes on a person's tax bill annually.
And I understand that you had a little brushback when you announced this. How do you explain to people you got to spend more money? You're going to get taxed more?
That's a different thing.
Nobody wants to be taxed.
Absolutely. Nobody wants to pay taxes. And a lot of people really, truly don't understand what they pay for when it comes to our communities. In this case, a lot of people didn't even know that they were paying this tax on their tax bill already. And obviously we made an assessment that was going to be $200 a year for 5 years. And it turned out, if you wanted to pay it up front, like $809. But we had to explain to them, this is what you're getting. That is different than what we do throughout the community. Was that
a hard sell?
Yes and no. There's always, there's, like you said, the questions point on. A lot of people don't want to pay extra. It's like, I'm already paying so much in taxes. But when you roll
let's paint a picture for Hallandale Beach.
Yeah,
this is a waterfront, oceanfront town.
Yeah,
it is wedged between Miami and Fort Lauderdale.
Correct.
It is beautiful.
Thank you.
Huge white sand beaches.
Yeah.
Big hotels on the beach. Big condos.
Yeah.
This is a great spot.
Yeah. Well, we're 4.4 square miles, but we're 40,000 people.
Okay.
That's per census. But
half
on
of that
tourism,
is oceanfront property.
Right. We actually have beautiful beaches that have, that are there, and we have our condos. And in Florida, they're facing so many insurance issues, condo issues, assessment issues. Sadly, because a lot of condo boards and residents themselves didn't want to pay for them, and now they have to pay for them up front. So long story short, I like to say, in a city, you pay police, fire, EMS services, water, wastewater, stormwater, park services, road services. So that goes on the tax bill. 60% of your tax bill actually goes pretty much through public safety. So when you think about it in the value of what you're getting compared to maybe your iPhone that you spend $1,200 for, an exorbitant, monthly fee plus all the apps,
yes.
That $1,000 compared to maybe $2,000 to $3,000 in taxes, you're getting full-time safety, you're getting full-time on-call health services, you're getting beautiful parks to recreate free, but not free, your tax dollars are paying for.
Right.
So education is key. And that's what I like to explain and, let people inform them what municipal government pays for.
Are you out on the street every day? Do you go to the local Publix and
of course,
do they run into you there and go, hey, Mayor Cooper, I got a question for you?
Yeah, well, everybody I've been elected mayor for over 24 years, and I give out my cell phone number. If people have questions and concerns, I say, call me. Let me know. I'm here to answer your question, address your concern, and listen to your ideas on how to make things better. And I believe people have entrusted me with this office because they know I'm the real deal. I don't blow smoke. I return your calls. I return your emails. I return your instant messages. And people want to be heard.
One of the issues that I continue to hear from folks in South Florida is flooding, especially sewer systems and water systems that are backed up with heavy rains. This is a big problem. It requires, I think you mentioned, pumping systems. Are you having to upgrade? I mean, how is this infrastructure issue being met with in Hallandale Beach?
Our city is actually going to celebrate their centennial in 2 years. We're actually preparing for it. So we have pipes that some are over 50 years old. Flooding, obviously, we've had unprecedented storms that we've never seen. I'm not just talking hurricanes now. We're talking of those micro floods,
Right.
dump. So for the past couple of years, I fought and put in a major pumping system. That pumping system alone, with 3 pumps, one in a critical low-lying area and one that's in the northeast portion of our city, costs well over $20 million. Big price tags.
Yes.
So we're continuing to make those investments. But what we have done, we're replacing pipes. We're replacing what we call lift stations. We're making them resilient with new technology. But with that said, we had to increase our water fees, our wastewater fees, and our stormwater fees. So to educate people, South Florida, it's going to cost a lot of money, and not just in our city, every city. We've actually have over $300 million of needs, not once, in infrastructure. This last year, we did $65 million in lift stations. This year, we're doing $70 million. So we're really investing. And I like to joke as a female mayor, I gave up Vogue, and now I'm reading like underground infrastructure and waterworks magazines. But it's critical to our resiliency. Our residents need to know we have on the governor's table now a $2 million investment to expand those pumping stations that we put in and implement another one in the most low-lying area.
Is this successful in terms of the perception of the citizens there?
Yes, and there's always fear. And I like to tell and set the stage for expectations. Due to the unprecedented types of storms we're seeing, we will never engineer our way out of 25 inches of rain in 24 hours.
No.
So people need to understand they have to do their part to secure their private properties. And I mean, not just homes, they're businesses. There's programs with FEMA. Hopefully they'll stay in FEMA.
Right.
To rebuild homes or elevate homes. There's new technologies to waterproof your homes. So we're trying to educate people that you need to be a partner with us. We can't do everything.
And how do you deal with the challenge of living in a city, running a city, being mayor of a city that is, there's a large percentage of part-time residents, of winter residents who aren't there year round, who, I don't really need that. I'm only here for a part of the time.
Right. With these times, you live in the community. Just like water fees, you have to pay a base fee because just because you use the water or you use the police part-time or EMS part-time, we have to pay for that year round. So this is a shared adventure. If you own property,
Adventure is a good word, yes.
If you own property, we're in it together. So we need to move forward together and understand. It's even like,
but is that a problem though? I mean,
I don't believe so.
Okay, because you have part-time residents,
I'm seeing,
right?
And I need to talk about this briefly, especially with tariffs, especially with South Florida. We have a large Canadian population.
Yes, you do.
And a lot of them are, they're retired now, maybe, bought their condo 20 years ago, that now have to make critical decisions if that part-time home works with them, with insurance, which increased assessments, which are necessary. We want to have safe buildings. People want to be safe. To really, that decision, I think, is going to be a watershed moment, I think, in all of South Florida to see if they will keep those condos or they'll sell them. And that's going to be an interesting reality.
How do you prepare for the worst?
I'm looking at it that, there's two sides to the coin. It may actually free up some housing that may be affordable for a young couple. Maybe I can buy that condo for $300,000 that now has 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, now safe because the law is requiring it. So Florida's always been we've gone through our bubbles in South Florida with real estate.
Yes.
So, it's paradise. People love living in paradise. I do. I've lived there for 34 years. I got out of the cold and moved there.
No, it has incredible weather in South Florida.
Yes.
All right. Well, that was the easy part. Coming up, we're going to get the hard part.
Okay.
The Good Government Show is sponsored by Our. That's OUR for Our Community. Get involved. We hear that all the time from government leaders. Our co-brands with your government's name and logo. Your staff and the people you serve are connected and part of your community. From any device, your members provide reliable data and meaningful feedback. Ask a question like, do we want more parkland or better homeless services? More engaged conversations come through the Our app. Visit Ourco, that's OURCO.com, and book a demonstration. After you get done with this episode, hear more good government stories with our friends at How to Really Run a City. Former mayors Kasim Reed of Atlanta and Michael Nutter of Philadelphia, and their co-host, journalist and author Larry Platt, talk with guests and other mayors about how to really get stuff done in cities around the nation. Check them out where you're listening now or through their nonprofit news site, thephiladelphiacitizen.org/podcasts. So we have a Good Government Show questionnaire. We're going to get to the heart of your thoughts on government.
Okay.
26 years as mayor. Define good government.
Transparency, accessibility, and accountability.
And have you lived up to all those?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. And how do you do that?
Answer calls, make sure I'm accessible. I mean, literally, my cell phone number is 954-632-5700.
You heard it here, folks?
Yes, you do.
Give
and
a call.
You use it and call it, email me. I grew up with a work ethic from my parents. My dad encouraged me to go into business. I work for the Division of Taxation in New Jersey. No matter what happens, by the end of the day, no matter how busy you are, if you received a phone call, you call them back. And I've stood true to that lesson since I've been 18 years old and a working gal, as they would say.
If people are frustrated with government, if they don't like what you're doing, what should they do?
With new technology now, first of all, call me, obviously. We've upgraded. We have amazing website now that we've updated. We have good AI. We have a chat box. You can ask that question. We have landing pages that will tell you if you have a code enforcement issue, not only what it is, but how to resolve it within the city. If you have a building question, we have a landing page now. It'll tell you what you can build, where you can build it, how do you apply for a permit. You can do everything online. So we really try to make our government accessible. You got a question about a budget. We have an interactive landing page where you can actually tweak our budget if you have an idea to say, well, I did this, so it works.
What drew you to public service? What got you involved in deciding to run for office?
Well, like I said, in school, I was like, the class president of chorus, the president of the French club.
Okay.
I worked my way through college, but while I did it, I worked. I got a job for the state. I was raised with the mantra of service and giving back. And if you see a problem, go to your elected officials or who's responsible and ask them and let them know about it. We don't know unless you reach out to us. And I've always lived that way.
You said you were president of your French club,
yes.
I think. Did you imagine yourself running for office always?
Never.
No?
Never. And it's interesting. I wanted, back in a day, I won't say how old I was, I really wanted to be an engineer.
Okay.
Believe it or not. And I actually
was
one of
dream.
6 kids. Yeah. And the only way to go to college was try back in a day. I applied to General Motors on a work co-op program. I was the only woman sitting in a room of like 25 applicants.
Right.
I wasn't accepted then.
Aww.
The golden story is, though, at U.S. Conference of Mayors this fall, I met a young lady that was in the same program 10 years ago.
Really?
Yes.
She got accepted.
So women have come a long, long way. And that's why I went into business and accounting.
Okay. All right. What would you like people to know about government? 26 years as mayor? I mean, you're a government insider. What should people know about government they don't know?
That it's rewarding, but all in all, they shouldn't let the whole barrel of apples get thrown out for one bad one. And what you're hearing in the sound bites isn't the whole picture. This year at my State of the City, especially with all the sound bites and the new instant, messaging, it's do not trust, verify. Do your research.
Okay.
Look at every news station. Go online. Do your research. Because what you're hearing, not necessarily, it's just maybe the tip of the iceberg. Get to the truth. And if you're not
But
sure.
the truth is sometimes hard to find.
Yeah, but you have to. People are going to have to start working. They're going to have to doing that and not rely just on those sound bites anymore. If they're not, we're going to have a very bad democracy here. Democracy is fragile.
Yep.
It takes hard work and it takes interaction.
What's the best part of your job?
Oh God, helping people, people in need, putting them in the right direction. The struggling senior that might need food. I have the way to get those resources to them. And every day, everything's something new. Helping those people with their homes flooded recently, going in, helping them clean up, bring in the Red Cross, get the teams in there to help. So every day it's something new. And to see the results, see my beautiful parks, go walk on my beautiful beach. It's fun.
What's your biggest concern as mayor?
Oh God, in state of Florida, and you
Wow.
touched on it.
I just wanted the city and you went to the whole state.
I know, right. Well,
Okay.
we are faced with a critical dilemma. We have a governor and state legislators that want to get rid of property taxes or lower them. Our state is the fourth lowest tax burden state. We do not have an income tax. The state does not collect property tax. They collect sales tax. If they try to do this, to me, it is going to be the Defund Public Safety Act. And people need to understand when you get in that ballot box, if you're going to vote for something, you're going to have a longer response time. You're going to maybe not have as many EMS vehicles on the road. So property taxes are a vital resource to local government. So don't be fooled. The services that you pay for today might be gone tomorrow. That's my biggest worry.
That's a concern. I've certainly been to Hallandale Beach. It's been a while. If I'm going to meet up with you, where are you going to take me? What is the quintessential Hallandale Beach lunch, dinner, and where are we going?
Lunch, dinner.
Yes.
Can I do all three?
You can do everything.
Obviously, Stage Bagels isn't there now, but we have Moe's. We also have Mitch's Bagels, which is great.
A couple
we
bagel
have
shops,
a new
okay.
place. We have a new place called Atlantic Village. They have amazing restaurants there. Amazing. Obviously, Gulfstream still at Taru. We have one of the few beachside, literally on the beach, dining experiences that is from Miami.
Okay.
Yep, great tavern, of course. Upper deck to go have a beer and watch your favorite game.
Okay.
So yeah, we have a lot of great restaurants. So come on down.
All right.
I'll buy you a cup of coffee, or we can have a beer and
I
watch
like
the
the
Heat.
beachside beer.
The Panthers won, so we'll have to wait till next year.
Okay. So, do you get out on the water? Are you
I'm a boater.
a fisher, boater?
I'm a boater.
What's your boat?
We have a concept boat.
Okay.
That is really nice. I don't get out there enough quite often, but we have a
Do you zip up the intercoastal or out to the Bahamas sometimes?
A little bit, yeah.
Is it big enough to go to the Bahamas?
A little bit. And know what's unique? We just opened. We have one of the top golf clubs in the world, Shell Bay.
Yes.
That opened.
Okay.
Now, I know we're sitting while we're talking. The membership is $1 million, but it is listed as one of the top 10 golf courses in the world. The Mondrian Hotel is opening this week, and Auberge is opening there. It's a condo hotel.
New
units
stuff.
there. Great stuff.
All right. $1 million? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be
I don't
there.
think so.
So this is the Good Government Show. We always try to bring it back to good government. Give me an example of some good government that you've been able to implement in the last 26 years you're proud of.
Wow. Passed a parks bond, redid every single park in our community. They're all state of the art. We've invested in public safety. I just got word that not only are we an accredited police department with the fastest response times, audited, verified in the nation.
Yep.
We just are nominated for the Excalibur Award for our police department. Public safety is paramount. We take an oath, and that is the biggest thing that we do to protect and care for our residents. So what else are we doing? Infrastructure. I like to say this is the year of the shovel. Now it's dig, baby, dig.
All right. This is the year of the shovel. Was last year the year of the shovel too?
Year
or just
of the
this
shovel.
year?
This is dig, baby, dig.
All right, good. Do you get out there for the openings?
Yes.
With the shovel, the whole thing? Joy Cooper, the mayor of Hallandale Beach, Florida. Thank you for coming. Great to talk to you. Great to meet you.
Great to meet you too. Thank you for the opportunity to educate people about government. I appreciate it.
Thank you. We will see you again.
Thanks.
Want to hear more about good government? Check out another show I host, Leading Iowa, Good Government in Iowa Cities. I host the show with Brad Kavanaugh, mayor of Dubuque, Iowa, and the immediate past president of the Iowa League of Cities. Together, we talk to leaders in Iowa cities. We talk about what works and what good government looks like in Iowa. Join us right here where you're listening now. That's Leading Iowa, Good Government in Iowa Cities. Here are a few things that really stood out for me. Hallandale Beach Mayor Joy Cooper said, "What you hear in the sound bites isn't the whole picture." That goes back to having open communication. She presented a good way to think about paying taxes. She said some 60% of your taxes go to public safety. That might make you feel a little bit better about paying your fair share. I said might. One of the things I hear a lot from mayors is the on-the-job training they get. She said she swapped fashion magazines for engineering magazines. Well, this is the year of Dig Baby Dig. Not bad for the former French Club president. Well, that's my conversation with Hallandale Beach, Florida Mayor Joy Cooper. She's the real deal. Now, about those beachside beers. Well, that's our show. Thanks for listening. Please like us and share us with your friends and review us right here where you're listening. And check out our website, goodgovernmentshow.com, for extras. Help us keep telling stories of good government in action everywhere. Join us again for another episode right here. I'm Dave Martin, and this is The Good Government Show. The Good Government Show is a Valley Park production. Jim Ludlow, Dave Martin, that's me, and David Snyder are the executive producers. Our show is edited and produced by Jason Stershic. Please subscribe, then share us, and like us and review us. That's the best way to make sure we're able to keep telling these stories of our government working for all of us. Then listen to the next episode of The Good Government Show.
This podcast is part of the Democracy Group,